I got a feeling I'm about to get put on. I got a feeling that something finna take off. I got a feeling, and it won't be too much longer. Got a feeling coming up on the
1 2 1 2 microphone check 1 2. I am Cornbread Capone, and this is Unpopular Honesty, the home of brutal honesty and real hip hop music. And today, my guest is Juice Dabank. How are you doing, sir?
Man, I'm grateful and blessed by the best, man. I woke up, man. Anything else is irrelevant.
I feel that. Let's start at the beginning. When did this musical journey with you start? When did you decide that you were going to be a contributor in music?
Man, I like how you started that. Technically, I literally was born into music. When I say that, because I know a lot of people try to use that, but I mean, I was born like my granddaddy owned the, we had our own family church, and shit, it's like family congregation, what I'm saying, in-law family congregation, cousins, and choir. That my granddad was a preacher. One was a preacher, one was the head deacon. So at the end of the day, choir. We had to sing. Most of them sing. Mama sing. Granddaddy sing. Daddy sing. So it's like it's been there. So technically, I always been a singing motherfucker. I always felt like I could sing. It's just when I was young, I was just a little shy about singing to where I was just so into rap. I ain't never just come out with it. So shit, like when I just to get into it, shit, I think I was a kid though. Shout out, rest in peace to Wicked Cricket. He used to throw these talent shows. And I'm from Fifth Ward, but I'm no Fifth Ward Cashman Garden. But I moved as a kid, I moved to the South, dead end. Orleans Apartments. I ended up going to Thomas, but he used to do these talent shows, and he used to bring the big radio out there to the apartments and turn it to a stage. You know what I'm saying? And we was getting in them talent show. He pumped everybody up, and once I got in the talent show, that first back then as a kid, shit, I've been at it because it's like once I got that trophy as a youngster, and I knew I had something other than my parents, my family telling me to go to church, go get in the choir. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's when I literally, grasp that energy to try to be an artist. You know what I'm saying?
And those times you was talking about with the OG Wicked Cricket, how long ago was that?
Whoa, 40 years ago.
Wow.
I'm 51.
Man. So you
That
done
was
seen
40.
I know you seen a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of time. That's a lot of
I mean, that's like Southport Coalition, bro. I literally grew up listening to Southport Coalition and watching them. Like Reno and them used to watch. They used to come hoop, and they do a lot of hoop. They hoop. So a lot of them cats used to come hoop in Orleans. Crestmont, all them cats in dead end, they used to hoop. It was always a tournament. So I kind of grew up around there. Darryl Scott, you know what I'm saying? That was my DJ, you know what I'm saying? As a kid, kids jam, recording, you know what I'm saying? Mixtape, making tapes, little greats, making our own tapes, you know what I'm saying? I had a dual cassette. I listened to kids jam on Saturdays. Boom, you know what I'm saying? But I grew up on them guys, and it's like, then I was still shy when it came to singing. Because, we was young, singing wasn't cute. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't cool. Nigga wasn't singing. Like, you had to be, nigga thought that was kind of goddamn, they ain't sing. They ain't want to fuck with a nigga. But, shit, it just stuck with a nigga. Which, that's what I do. So, yeah.
I wanted to ask you, do you remember the first record that you got on singing?
First record? First song I ever done, man, I don't remember, but I did do I sung some stuff back in the day, man. Somebody was making who was that? It was some people I was fucking with. They was doing, no, I take that back. You goddamn right I can. Shout out to my nigga Danger Ray, man. Danger Ray, one of the original middle fingers. Danger Ray, I met Danger Ray, man. And that was the first song that I really done that I literally recorded myself. before I even start fucking with Papa, before I really, so I start digging in with Papa Root, it was Danger Ray. Yeah, I recorded a song with Danger Ray, and as a matter of fact, Danger Ray and Devin. Yeah,
Wow.
it was
That's
a remix on a mixtape in the club remix. That's what it was. That 50 Cent in the club, Danger Ray did a remix with Devin on that. We was at Shondo Productions Studio, Big Wheel now. Shondo, yeah.
all right. And I wanted to ask you, I know your background is probably mixed with a little bit of the church, but I wanted to ask your influences as far as singers. Like
Marvin
uh
Gaye, my favorite. OJ's. Uh shit. Teddy Pendergrass. Man, listen, I'm gonna show it to you. Put it like this. Watch this. Curtis Mayfield. Curtis Mayfield.
right.
Isaac Hayes. Bob Marley. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how I grew up right there, bro. That's
Yeah,
how I
that's
grew up. That's how I
those are
grew up right there.
yeah,
Manhattan's. Whispers. That's how I grew up.
yeah, it's classic right there because
I mean, even though we was church, my mama always had albums. My mom, my daddy, they kept albums. They did music. So it's like, even being at home, she said, just do this double record player. And I got caught one time trying to damn, he said trying to fuck with her and shit. I got my ad tore up too because I was fucking with her records. But then that was when I was initiated into being a consumer of the music. Cause then my mama started making me my little money instead of her giving me my money on the weekend or maybe for Friday, whatever, my little allowance. Shit, I had to go buy my own record. So that's when I first record I bought was Dougie Fresh now, the show. That was my
oh,
first record I ever bought. I mean, I take that. Yeah, I take that back. It was this one.
Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. Yeah, that's the message.
That was my first record I bought. Then it was the show. Then from the show, it was this one.
Boogie Down Productions.
Then I bought Beastie Boys, and then from that on, I started buying my own albums. So shit, that's when I could say I was into the music, like listening, knowing the sounds, knowing who did this, knowing who played this instrument, knowing this here. Cause everybody in my family can play, they can read music and play instruments, but me, the only one really can't. I can hear music by ear, but I ain't never just took the time to play instruments. I tore drums up. We had 2 sets of drums. We tore them up instead of just really trying to learn how to play them. So
Back when I was a teenager in the 90s, um, the older generation didn't really like or listen to rap music at that time.
they
And they
didn't.
would put on their music from their time period and they say this is the best music ever. And because you'll never hear music like this again in your life. And I didn't know what they mean, and they didn't really break it down to me. But then later on, once I began to study music,
Yeah.
study how it was made, how it was put together, I
Mm-hmm.
understand why the older generation said that there's no music that's gonna sound like this. You'll never hear music like this again. And that's based off the way it was made and what
True.
went into it.
Well,
I feel
it was the way it was made. I can say it was the way it was made, but also it was more passion in the music back then. If you ask me, the
yeah,
passion, because a lot of people understood the real definition of what music come from back then. Them cats, think about it. Curtis Mayfield, them was history players though. Them wasn't just so regular artists.
right.
And now, going off what you saying, because I'm with you. Going off what you said, now I see what they meant. You know what I'm saying? I understand now. Now I see what they were saying. Because now I say the same thing about people today. A lot of these artists, a lot of these cats, these new cats, they don't have no passion. I just don't see the passion. It's like it seemed like a hustle to me. Because once one song ain't did it for them, they out of there. They ready to quit and do something different. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
I want to ask you about that, but I wanted to say that the way that the older generation felt about their music is the same way I feel about 80s and 90s rap right now, 2025. But I did want to ask you, how do you feel about the new wave of music? You kind of said a little bit already, you know what I'm saying? But I wanted to ask you, how did you feel about the change that has occurred in music, in particular rap music?
me, from my just straight up keeping it real, I gotta show some kind of love for the artistry part because a lot of these new era, they to me they blind. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them blind. A lot of them don't even see the scheme of the game of the music like it is because they not understanding. They just following a fad or just what's going on right now when they just throw something out there and they don't put their heart into it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's different. I feel like a lot of some of them say something, some of them saying something, but a lot of it sounded like it's no genuine. It's nobody trying to be they self. Because my thing is that was big. When I'm growing up, we didn't want to sound like nobody else, and that's just like me right now to this day. I still carry what I had when I was a kid, when I was young, and when to develop Juice Dabank, I had to go through a cycle to develop Juice Dabank because I always been a Nate Dogg type of nigga, but I knew I'm not gonna sound like Nate Dogg because I'm not from the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in the gang. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can't talk gangbang music. I can't go that route. I had to talk, and that's what made me come up with the R&G or R&B because I'm a street dude. I'm not a no Brian McKnight type of singer. I'm more of a street Nate Dogg type of singer. So that's what really made me. So to answer that, what you're saying, I feel like a lot of them can go to school, should go to school. When I say that, meaning self school. If they want to be an artist, be a real passion school. Go research. Go listen to old music. Go listen to it. Just get some because that's technically. I don't know why they don't see it no way, my nigga. To these new artists, they when they throw that one song out, they don't have no more. The label quickly go get them a remake and give them that remake so they can keep it fluctuating. Think about it. Summer Walker did the Ursha, her redid it. All of them. When they go to, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna throw what they gotta keep that money going because a lot of them songs belong to the industry.
Right.
Yeah.
But they have to sample real music. That's what I know. You have to
Facts.
sample real music to get people even halfway interested into listening to it. And that's what I pay attention to. It's because
Facts.
that conversation sounds funny in the context of because there's this I'm not gonna say running theme, but I'm gonna say I hear it often. There's this age limit that is supposedly set in only hip hop and rap music because I don't hear it in R&B. I don't hear it in rock and roll, country, gospel, none of that. I only hear, oh, he's too old to rap. When in reality, the best rappers are in their late 30s, 40s, and 50s. And everybody that's whack is under the age of 30.
Facts.
And,
Yeah,
and they
you know
don't
what's crazy?
say that, but I'm telling the truth.
Nah,
And
facts. Nah, bro. You on point.
I'm just being honest. And if we judging based off music, we can go to last 5 years. Who's had the classics in rap? It's all been 35 plus 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds. Nas is in his 50s. King's Disease 3 dropped maybe 2 years ago. That's a classic. You know what I'm saying? So Killer Mike, he's in his late 40s. Classic.
Classic.
Who is under 30, who has released a classic body of work in the last 10 years. They've created popular bodies of work. They've impacted the charts, but they haven't made a classic album. And that's what I'll be saying. When you grade a great rapper, he has to check that box in order to be on that list. He has to. You
True
know what I'm
story,
saying?
man.
And while we
And that's
talking
I
about,
don't understand. I don't understand why a lot of these people get their judgment from. Because on the cool, what you saying, that's what they should be taking at, to do a judgment anyway.
I mean, a lot
That's
of,
the way you should go about it, bro.
and that's the issue I be having because their judgment metrics are different from mine. Meaning, they'll factor in the internet presence. They'll factor in the number. They'll factor in the stuff that has nothing to do with the quality or the talent. And I'm
Right.
judging based off talent. I don't care what you wear. I don't care how much money you worth. I don't care how many bad bitches you done slept with. None of that matters.
Because
What
that
matters,
don't mean nothing.
what
None of
matters
that
is
means nothing.
play. Am I going to hear quality music or am I going to hear dumpster juice? And I'm one of you that's not afraid to call this type of thing out, and people know this about me. But while
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
talking, I do want to ask you: do you have a top? We're gonna ask the question two ways. Since you
Come
come
on
from
with it.
R&B soul world, I'm gonna ask: do you have a top 5 R&B soul singers? And then I'm gonna ask: do you have a top 5 best rappers?
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm a music. I consider myself a, a music encyclopedia. I mean, not encyclopedias. I mean, I'm deep with it. I love music, like, and rap is my thing. I mean, I can recite some of the coldest songs to this day. That's classical songs, word for word. So R&B, yeah, I'm a nuance for as a solo. I'm Marvin Gaye all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't too many Marvins you gonna see today. You know what I'm saying? You haven't seen yet. You know what I'm saying? So, and
Marvin, Marvin.
rap, to me, rap. If my number one rapper, my nigga, is Rakim, my nigga. Tech, period, hands down. Far as a rapper, a MC, a real god of music and a passionate about words, delivery, um, meaning something, everything. Check that marker. That's that. I gotta go with Rakim.
No doubt. I mean, he's still on my
Period.
top. He's still on my top 5, and that's because of that impact and what he did. You know,
And see, if I give you 5, I'm gonna say him, Reno, KRS One, Scarface, and probably Cool G Rap, nigga.
top 5. That is a top 5.
I love. Don't get me wrong. I love Cube and Cube in there too. And if I gotta squeeze him, he my 6th man. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, that's a cold top 5 though. I want to know, do you have any new music that'll be coming out, or are you on any recent music that's been released already?
actually, I ain't been. Actually, I'm in process. I ain't been on nothing new. But I just did something with Road Dogg. We just did a song, so that's gonna be coming soon. Uh, Who else? I got something new coming out my goddamn self, man. I got some. I'm working on it. Matter of fact, me and Reno just went did one. Just did some footage for a video. I'm gonna keep quiet on that one right now, but that's the brand new project. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna be the pop of this new EP I got. I'm gonna drop. But I dropped the old. Nah, I ain't dropping nothing new lately, but I'm still sitting and pumping what I got. You know what I'm saying? And building. I got music ready. I'm just lining it up. Really like
Yeah,
taking my time with it, man. The way I'm at with it now, man, it's like I'm really. I had to really transition to a different era into this music, man, because I'm older, so we getting older. I can't, I can't even look at it because I still got reality. It ain't paid the bills yet, so I got to do what I got to do until to pay the bill part. So it gives me more time to put more into it. If I be honest with you, and I'm learning that not trying to chase what the industry want to got in my face. I'm getting more out of it right now because it makes me put out more quality music that really means something.
I feel that. If you could describe your sound, what would that description be?
I'm the down south Nate Dogg, man.
Yeah,
That's a good description. I'm the down south Nate Dogg.
that's a great
Like, yeah,
description.
I ain't no R&B thug. I ain't no. I say R&G of R&B because that's rhythm and gangster, rhythm and blues. So you know what I'm saying. I mean, I come from the streets. I'm a street dude, but I'm very respectful. You know what I'm saying. I'm still talk. I ain't finna talk that dumb street, but I'm still gonna talk. You gonna hear street music with some jazz and some funk to it.
Yeah, man. That's a everybody needs that in their life. I mean, I kind of got a system going on, and on Sundays I like to jam the slow music, like the old school music. But what I do is I slow it down because what I found out is when you go back and you listen to a lot of that 70s music slow down, that shit goes super hard.
That's what DJ Screw did.
Yeah, and it made me realize why on certain tapes he took like Michael Jackson and a couple of R&B songs and slowed them down, and they sounded great. But see, at that time we didn't have the technology to do it ourselves. See, now I got the little app on my phone where I can slow down any music that's on my phone. We didn't have cell phones back then, so
Damn, I
now
need to
we
get
got.
that app.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll tell you about it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a live little app, and you can slow down every
So
man.
anything you listen to, you can slow it down.
I slow down Curtis Mayfield. I slow down Isaac Hayes. I slow down Earth, Wind, and Fire, and all that shit go hard. Every
I
last
know
one.
that.
Every
I know
last
Erwin
one.
Fire, dog. I can hear it now. Erwin Fire. Hey, oh yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, man, for real.
Well, before we get up out of here, is there anything that you would like to say to anybody?
Man, that song y'all got jamming hard. Motherfucker, that's one thing I want to tell you. I'm gonna say that first. Let me say that first. I'm gonna be honest with you. We don't jam mainstream, man. I'm gonna tell you some real shit, bro. Get goosebumps. I've been saying this. Me and Slaughter, we talk about this too. Shout out to Slaughter. Shout out to Low Life and all the real niggas. Man, it's just that with that song when I heard it, I was at the video shoot and everything, but I just didn't hear the song. So we had ended up leaving because we had to perform that night. So I left. But then when I actually heard it, before I can worry about even what was happening on the video, everything, my nigga, I was caught. You know, I was hooked. Cause the hook alone, you know what I'm saying? Just what you were saying, what y'all saying, the hook alone just carries so much weight of what's I feel like it's coming back now, my nigga. It's like that was like a force to open the door, let niggas know, like, hey, just in case y'all forgot, nigga, real music is right here, it's coming. They just didn't overlooked it. Cause you know what? To touch, just to not to get too far off, it's almost on the same note. But I want to say this, bro. I had made this comment, made this statement to a couple people. And I said, I don't understand the industry no way. Because just you'll go jump and take even the little shit. No, yeah, you got the money, but you'll waste your time on all the problems you have to deal with, quote unquote, if they want to say you want to put insurance on them, or all this extra shit you have to worry about to get that one hit when you overlook these crafty, grown, mature artists thinking that they too old because they're not going to accept the bullshit that you have in store, but instead deal with it and catch a long run of motherfuckers that been lasted as long as you've been looking over them. It don't make sense to me.
Yeah, well, that's
It's like,
why they're dying a slow death right now because what they have stuck to has not been effective, and they have not been creating artists with longevity. Otherwise, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But the fact of the matter is, uh, the best side is the underground as far as rap is concerned. Because
yes.
they have your 2 or 3, you know what I'm saying? But outside of that, man, it's dead over there because they're not allowing anybody real to enter the spectrum, and we all know
Facts.
why.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but
I agree.
on behalf of Juice Dabank and the good people at One Man Records. I am Cornbread Capone. This is Unpopular Honesty, the home of brutal honesty and real hip hop music. And until next time, everybody, peace and love, because that's what the world needs in a major way. Peace
Double
and
that.
love.